Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Come on in. Make sure you like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. It's your girl, the Hood Table, back one more again. And today we're going to be discussing, at least we're going to start off discussing trending news. What happens after that? Who knows? But what's up, Tay Baby? How you doing, boo? How you doing? Make sure, again, you guys like and share the video on your way in. And if you can do me a favor, I have 2 links in the chat. Well, of course, one of them is a StreamYard link, just in case anybody wants to jump up here and discuss some shit with me. But the other 2 links is my backup channel, the Hood Table 402 backup channel. The other link is, let me see, did I drop it? Hold on. I don't think I shared my... Okay, I think I shared it on my community wall, but I didn't share it on here. So let me go ahead. So there's a link I put in the chat for my backup channel. And then I'm about to put another link in the chat. See if it works this time. Okay. Excuse me. So there's 2 links in the chat. Don't look at the StreamYard link. Don't look at that one. There's the Hood Table backup channel, the Hood Table 402, and then there's the Hood Table Wavy Cam. If you guys can please subscribe to both of those channels. My sons and I have been talking about this for a minute, but my sons and I are cracking down on starting, a mother-son channel. Sometimes we'll be on my son's channel. Sometimes we'll be on our channel. We're trying to do my channel. We're trying to figure out which way we want to do this. If we want to create a whole brand new channel, or if we just want to, use our channels. Because my son, for the most part, the one who is on social media the most, well, they both always on social media, but Cam is really trying to grow his YouTube channel. And if y'all ain't heard, like I've been telling y'all, if y'all ain't heard, a lot of CCs is talking about it. In February of 2027, YouTube monetization policies is going to change. Right now, to be monetized on YouTube, to go live, get paid for your lives, your videos, your uploads, whatever, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. Now, starting February 1st, 2027, you'll still need the 1,000 subscribers, but you're now going to need, in February 2027, instead of 4,000 watch hours, it's going to be double. You're going to need 8,000 watch hours. So right now, for my sons and I, for the sake of his YouTube channel and trying to get his YouTube channel monetized, we're going to be doing lives over there, and it's going to consist of, I don't know what exactly all right now, but it's definitely going to consist of me and my 2 sons, or my 2 sons and I. We're going to be having conversations. It might be on shit like family stuff. My oldest one has a child who's about to start kindergarten. It might be on relationships. It might be on children. It might be on trending news. It's a plethora of stuff that an older person and younger people can discuss, right? So we're definitely going to be focusing on content that my sons and I can discuss together. And again, This is not only going to help my son's channel, but it's also going to help the platform that me and my sons are going to create for ourselves. So, with that being said, excuse me, with that being said, I'm trying to get my backup channel, the Hood Table 402, monetized before February 2027. And I'm also trying to help my youngest son get his channel monetized before February 1st, 2027. So I'm going to be dropping both of these links every time I go live. I'm going to be posting them on my community wall, anywhere I can. Now, again, as far as, the content, child, ain't no telling what me and my sons or my sons and I might get on here and talk about, shoot. And we going to be on cam, okay? We going to be on cam, all right? Not a lot of people be on camera these days, and I'm not saying that I'm some fine, super sexy model that everybody wants to see, but I'm just saying we're going to be, we want to make sure that we, interact with our supporters, that we be on camera with our supporters. Something about being on camera when you're doing content. It's just something about it. Now, I don't go on cam every single time that I do content. But like, for example, when Riggs and I go live every Sunday during our season from the block to the hood table, we made it a point that, if we were going to do a show together, we're definitely going to be live on camera. So that's one thing that I was like, yeah, we got to be on cam. I don't care. It is what it is. But if people gonna either like us, they're not gonna like us, they're gonna support us, they're not gonna support us, but we definitely gonna be on cam. And that's how it's gonna be with me and my sons for our YouTube channel. We're all gonna be on cam. You're gonna get to actually look at my boys, okay? While we are doing content and talking and interacting with you guys. So I'm so looking forward to it. So again, there are 2 links in the chat. One of them is the Hood Table 402, which is my backup. The other one says Wavy Cam. That's my youngest. Please support. Please support. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell, because I think you guys are going to love it. I am so, like, my son's been on my neck. Mom, when we going to start our YouTube channel? Mom, when we going to start going live? We was almost about to go live. I promise y'all, we was almost about to go live today. My sons was over here. We was talking about our weekend plans because we want to go to the movies this weekend. We talking about family day. We talking about family day, watching movies together, either at home or going to the movies. I think we're going to see the Minions this weekend with my grandson. But, they come over every now and then. Sometimes I don't even be home when they come over. They just be up in here chilling together or out in the backyard on the patio, or they'll have my grandson out there in the backyard on the playground. But, yeah, me and my sons, we're really, really close. And we are looking forward to bringing you guys some good, real content. Some mother, son, children, parent, content that I think you guys will like. So, again, please make sure you subscribe to those links in the chat for that. And Tay-Bay, thank you so much. You hit that like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, love. I always appreciate you. But as far as this trending topics, let's get to the first one. Let me pull up my gram. Let's go to the gram. Let me pull up my screen, because there's 3 topics that we're going to be discussing today. 3 topics. Okay, let me close that. All right, 1 second. I'm going to have to rewind this one. Okay, the first topic, you guys. The first topic. Now, this is something I never thought about doing. Never. Now, when I was younger, it was a guy and I, me and some guy. We weren't even like dating, but we was friends. We was cool. We hung out together in the same circles. We kicked together, parties, get together. We was cool. And we made a pact. Now, of course, this is you young. Sometimes you make pacts, right? We made a pact that if we weren't married by a certain age, we would get married to each other. And of course we did. You know, we were younger when we did that shit. Yeah, we gonna make a pact. If you don't get married, if I don't get married, we just gonna marry each other and live, you know, live life happily ever after. It didn't happen. But I never thought about marrying myself. And there are some people who do, you know, take upon a sacrifice to be with themselves, to marry themselves, to make a promise to themselves, to, you know, things like that. But to actually hold an actual wedding for yourself, now that's taking a larger leap than just saying, I'm going to marry myself. I'm going to be with myself. I'm going to be faithful to myself. Ain't nobody going to hurt me. You know, if I fall down, I get myself back up. If I struggle, I struggle by myself. If I do this, you know, I'm on my own. You know, I can't blame anybody else but me, right? Now, this lady, she made a pact, I guess, to herself. Once she turned 50 years old, she was going to have her own wedding for herself, to celebrate herself. Okay? So this lady, let me pull up her information. I think I actually deleted the page. Doggone it. Here it is. Okay. There we go. A woman celebrates her 50th birthday by marrying the number 50. She says the number 50 not only symbolizes her age, but a symbolic act to honor her growth, love, and a new chapter. Now, you know, 50 is one of the big ones. You know, we get the 5, we get the 13s, the 15, the 16, the 18, the 21, the 25, the 30, the 40, but the 50, that's like, man, that's like 2/4, half of 100. Those are some big numbers for some people, because we all know that a lot of people don't live to see 50. And if they do, they might not live that long afterwards. It's just how it is, right? It's just the way it is in this world. A lot of people die between the ages of 50 and 65. A lot of people, a lot of Black people, you know, those are like the age range, due to, you know, cancer or, you know, just whatever. But this lady, she wanted to marry, ain't that some shit? Not only for her 50th birthday have a wedding, she had a whole ceremony. She had bridesmaids, she had flower girls, she had the band, she had, let's take a look at this shit, okay? Why don't we? And I'm gonna hit mute so I can play the video.
One thing God don't do, He don't care about me. When the darkness came for my name, He stepped in instantly. He covers me with His mercy, and He wipes tears from my eyes. Dearly beloved family, friends, and honored guests, we are gathered here today in the sight of God and in the presence of this wonderful company to join this woman, Tracy, and this formidable, timeless, mathematical, perfect partner, the number 50. Now, I know some of you may be asking, how can a person marry a number? Well, in Tracy's case, it's absolutely. She's given her heart to so many people over the years. It's only fitting that she finally commits to a decade that promises to give back to her as much as she has given. Tracy, you didn't just pick any number to be in covenant with, but the scripture gives us 50. And there are some things that are profound about the number 50. The year of Jubilee.
We are gathered here today in the sight of God and in the presence of this wonderful company to join this woman, Tracy, and this formidable, timeless, mathematical, perfect partner, the number 50. Now, I know some of you may be asking, how can a person marry a number? She's given her heart to so many people over the years. It's only fitting that she finally commits to a decade that promises to give back to her as much as she has given.
I don't want to cry, y'all.
I now pronounce you, Tracy, fully and fabulous at 50.
Child. I am like tripping. Not only did she basically marry herself or marry her age or marry this what did they call it? Symbolic number 50, because again, a lot of people, they do it big for 50. I mean, out of all the birthdays, 50 is a big one. It really is. I've been to a lot of 50th birthday parties. Matter of fact, isn't 50 normally the black and gold era or the black and gold? I know one of them is like silver and I think, damn, is it 60 or 70? That one of them is like black and gold. I think it might be 50. I think it might be 50. And then there's like silver and gold and silver, black and gold, and you know, other colors and things like that. But I've been to several 50th birthday parties, and I mean, they cut up, they show up and they show out. I mean, lots of food, lots of friends, family, all that kind of shit. But yeah, this lady, she celebrated, her name is Tracy. She celebrated her 50th birthday by marrying the number 50 with a full wedding style ceremony. I mean, they had the best food. I mean, they had, did you see the gown? Like the gown was giving. She looked very beautiful. I must say she looked very beautiful. Now, the thing about it is, I'm not sure if she's actually married. I want to say she isn't. But because I'm thinking if you are married, you already got a husband, wife, whatever. You know, these days it's like whatever. Where is that person during all this time? So I'm just gonna reach out on a limb and say that she probably was not married, right? And y'all can give me some details if y'all know for sure in the chat. Please feel free. But anyway, the event on her 50th birthday, Tracy organized a nuptial-style celebration complete with an aisle, altar, bridesmaid, and officiant, which is, in this case, I don't think that person was a pastor. I don't think they were a preacher. Just an officiant. You know, if you can get like a license to officiate, I can officiate a wedding, okay? Anybody can officiate a wedding, right? You don't need to go to school. You don't got to be a pastor. You ain't got to have a church. But anyway, she got an officiant. All the guests wore all black attire. The ceremony featured a praise dance. We saw one of the praise dancers and a remix of Marvin Sapp's Never Would Have Made It. Tracy made her entrance two-stepping down the aisle. She stood all alone at the altar, symbolizing her union with the decades she had just entered. Child, again, this is nothing that I would have imagined doing for myself. Marrying the number 50? Like, if you can marry a number, I guess you can marry anything, right? I mean, is that what that means? Anyway, she said in her explanation that she was not marrying a person. She was marrying the number 50 to represent the milestone and the life stage she had reached. She described it as a celebration of growth, grace, strength, love, legacy, and every lesson that led her to that moment. The officiant who officiated the wedding even addressed the audience as this formidable, timeless, mathematical, perfect partner, the number 50. Child, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. And make sure, again, you are liking and sharing the video. And there's 2 links in the chat. One of them is my youngest son's YouTube channel, and one of them is my backup channel. Please make sure you hit the subscription on those channels. Because, again, my sons and I, we are just about to get ready to start doing shows together. My 2 sons and I, okay? So make sure you guys subscribe to his channel, Wavy Camp. Now, the public, as far as the public reaction, some people is going in. Some people going in on this shit, right? The public reaction. Now, mind you, the ceremony, it went viral. I mean, okay. Understandable. The ceremony went viral on social media. It sparked a mix of reactions. Some viewers were confused. Some were even talking about, what the fuck is this hood ass motherfucking... They called it and the thing about it is, y'all, the lady got married to the number 50 when she turned 50. But people were saying, what kind of hood funeral, lesbian wedding, birthday masquerade ball? They was calling it all kind of shits. Some people was like, she had more people at her damn wedding to marry the number 50 than y'all would have had at y'all real wedding. Some people was like, y'all stop hating on her and let her be happy and let her do you. And, others was like, I ain't mad. The woman marrying herself on her 50th birthday, because the way the world is, they said they probably will do the same. I'm not going to do the same. If I don't get married, I'm just not going to get married. I will never marry myself. Now, over the years, I have made promises to myself. All right, T, you ain't going to do this. You ain't going to no longer do that. You ain't going to accept this. You ain't going to accept that. You ain't going to let nobody treat you like this. You ain't going to let nobody treat you like that. You know what I'm saying? You done overcome a lot, homegirl, in all these years that you've been on this earth. So sometimes we do, like, have you ever made a vision board? I've never made a vision board, but I want to. I heard a guy, one of my Facebook friends, a guy who's a chef, he talked about doing a vision board. He said he never done it before, but he actually wants to go to a vision board party, kind of like a paint party. You know what I'm saying? And I think I want to go too. So he had posted, who wants to do it. He had tagged a lot of people, some of the people I knew. I guess there's somebody he tagged that does them occasionally. I think I would love to go to a vision board party, because I never have ever did a vision board. Never. Now, back in my heyday when we were younger, I think it was maybe in school where our teacher would have us get magazines and cut out pictures or cut out just different things, different articles where we would love to see ourselves. I don't know if y'all remember doing that back in the day with your teacher. And we would cut out like cars, we would cut out like nice homes, we would cut out like, stuff like that, right? And we would all paste it or glue it together on something. But I never done a vision board. So I think that's what I want to do. So if my homeboy or my Facebook friend happens to do that and post about it, I think I'll go. Because I do envision some things that I want out of life before I leave this world. And I think putting it on a vision board will help give me some kind of some type of push to, trying to at least, all it takes is one foot. All it takes is writing something down. All it takes is a dream. And I hate to sound like, Martin Luther, I believe that one day, you know what I'm saying? But I truly do believe that. Like, even if I attempted to buy a house, or I attempted to do this, or I attempted to go to school, go to college, I always thought about it first. I always thought about it first. I remember one time when my boys was younger, and I said, in order for us to do this, what we really want to do, because I always included, not all the time, not in everything, but when I was younger, I included my boys in a lot of stuff. I didn't tell them everything, because one thing I learned from growing up and living in the hood and being poor, low income, my parents didn't talk about their income. They didn't talk about bills. They didn't tell us if we came home and the lights was off, the lights was off. If we came home and the phone didn't work, the phone didn't work. If we came home and we couldn't watch BET or what's that, MTV or anything like that, the cable was off. We learned about it when it happened. Okay. So if a car got you know what I'm saying? Our parents didn't lead us up to shit. They didn't try to butter us up or, make us feel good before something happened. They knew if we had to move in the middle of the night to get to the next place, like the Underground Railroad, they didn't give us no advance notice. We come home from school, all our shit is already packed. Get in the car, let's go. So, I learned from my parents that you can't tell your kids everything, because for the most part, you don't want your kids to be anxious. You don't want them to be worried. You don't want them to be frightened or scared, or, kids have enough shit to worry about. And kids have enough shit to worry about. School, homework, fitting in, friends, bullies, their peers, the in groups, the not in groups, you know what I'm saying? And if you like low income and impoverished area, you just got a lot of battles. You got a lot of things you got to deal with. So that's one thing my parents did not include us on bills and shit like that. If it shit happened, we just got through it. We moved so many times when I was little, I just thought it was just something people do. I really thought it was just something people do. People move every year, every 2 years, like it is what it is. But, and this might be a topic for me and my sons on one of our first shows. What was it like growing up and maybe not having everything you wanted or everything that you thought you need? That might be one of our topics for me and my sons for one of our first shows. Maybe not the first show, but one of the segments. But in this case, this lady really married the number 50. And another person said it was a bold act of self-love and saying, I'm not mad at that woman marrying herself on her 50th birthday, because with the way the world is, I'm probably going to do the same. Again, I probably couldn't do it. Now, the event has been praised as a creative and empowering way to mark a major life milestone, blending humor, self-expression, and personal symbolism. It has resonated with many who see it as a statement of independence, joy, and celebration. In short, Tracy's marriage to the number 50 was a heartfelt, symbolic birthday celebration, way to honor her journey and embrace the next chapter of her life. So my question to you guys, could you marry yourself? Have you ever thought about doing that? Would you consider that? I mean, a full out, I don't mean going down to the courthouse. I don't mean just going in your backyard. Like, could you have a full out, blown out wedding celebration to marry yourself? I don't think I could ever do that. Again, I can make promises to myself. I can make a vision board, things like that. But I don't think I could ever marry myself, because I done talked about this before. Hey, Sincere Saida, how you doing? How you doing, boo? I have said this before. I have talked to friends, family, sisters, cousins. Okay. I know a lot of people who were married. And when you talk about marriage to them, or you say, like me, I still want to get married one day. I have hopes of meeting the person I'm going to, grow old with and sit out on the porch, drinking some tea, drinking some yak, watching all the kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids playing out in the yard, throwing big family reunions. And, I still have dreams of stuff like that. But when I mention that shit to people who have already been married, child, they will shoot you down. They will shoot your whole dream down. Why you want to get married? Fuck that shit. Just live with somebody. Just date. It ain't worth it. Oh my God. And they will tell you the horror stories. They'll tell you about how horrible the divorce was. I know somebody whose husband had put so many credit cards and all kind of shit in their name, and they had no idea until they got divorced. And when they got divorced, they thinking, oh, it's clean cut. Man, for years, it was debtors coming after that wife behind bills that her husband had accumulated. And that wife had no idea. That wife had to file bankrupt. That wife lost her house. That wife had to give up her car. Like all kind of shit. So I done heard a lot of horror stories from failed marriages and things like that. And some people who have failed marriages, they won't say, oh, maybe yours will be better. Or if that's what you want to do, I got you. I'm behind you. No. Most people who have failed marriages, they will try to talk you off the motherfucking ledge. Don't do it. Don't jump. It ain't worth it. Stay single. And then there's people like us who still dream of being married. You know what I'm saying? I would like to do that before I leave this world. But anyway, whether it happens or not, I don't know. But yeah, as far as marrying a number or marrying myself, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. So that is our first topic that has been trending. And of course, I'm going to drop the link after I'm totally done with my commentary, just in case anybody wants to chime in on it. Okay. So let's move on and make sure y'all liking and sharing the video. And don't forget, there's 2 links in the chat. One of them is to my backup channel. One of them is to my son's channel, because we're about to start doing mother-son content. Okay. So make sure you subscribe to both of those links in the chat if you haven't already. The next topic, and I had to talk about this one because some of y'all have children who are in school, grade school. And y'all know, I know some of y'all that heard me talk about my grandson who's about to be in grade school. He's about to start kindergarten, as a matter of fact. Next week, his parents will get to meet his teacher. They're going to have an evening at school where everybody can come and meet the teachers, the staff, the principal, all that kind of stuff. And then school will start a few days after that. But I had came across this story literally today. And I said, well, damn. It's a lot of things that we have to worry about when our kids go to school. One of the main things that we have to worry about is the person who our children are going to spend the most of their days with, the better half of their days with. Our children spend 6 to 8 to 9 hours at school, or longer if they in sports or after school activities. And we have to wonder if the person that's, teaching them, caring for them, mentoring them, tutoring them, coaching them, we have to wonder if they're a good person. If they're bad, if they're abusive, if they're, what I'm saying? If they're criminals, we have to worry about that shit. And, when I was growing up, I never thought about shit like that. When I was younger, I never walked into school and said, I wonder if my teacher's a predator. I wonder if they abuse kids. I wonder if they got kids trapped in their apartment. I wonder if they're on drugs. I wonder if they do this. I wonder if they, you don't think about that shit when you go to school. But as a parent, even if you take your kids to daycare, you might be, trying to make sure that the daycare is cool. You might want to get references. You might want to go on Facebook and read some of the, reviews, shit like that. And so when I saw this story, and let me pull this story up real quick so I can play the video for y'all. It's about a Maryland first grade teacher. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Okay, I found the video, and this is a short video. It's a short video. But I'm going to share it. Let me hit mute. Okay, here we go.
Tonight, a former first grade teacher in Montgomery County will spend more than a decade behind bars for selling fentanyl that killed a man. A judge sentenced Sarah Maggot to 12 years in federal prison today. Prosecutors say she'd been buying and selling those pills for years, even leaving her classroom at Drew Elementary during school hours to make drug deals. Maggot is being ordered to pay $25,000 for costs associated with the victim's burial.
Tisha Fortune, a 29-year-old.
Did y'all hear that? No, sincere. It wasn't nothing like that, child. Nothing like that. Not today. Not today. But did you hear that shit? An elementary teacher was sentenced to 12 years in prison for trafficking fentanyl near the school, and she would leave school to go run an errand. I put that in quotes, to go run an errand to sell some fentanyl. She just so happened to sell fentanyl to somebody and they died. Grade school teacher. And that's why I say, like, a lot of times when we trust when we put our children in school, we have to trust. We have to trust that they'll be safe. We have to trust that the teacher is not going to abuse them physically, verbally, mentally. We have to trust that they're going to keep them safe. We have to trust that they're not going to allow them to get bullied and beat up. Oh my God, all the stories that there was a video I had saw a little while ago, and it was at daycare. This daycare worker picked up this kid, threw the kid up in the air. Like, first of all, that's something I never did. No shade to y'all parents who have done that, because I done seen it many, many times. People throw their kids up in the air to catch them. But I've always been kind of scared of that type of shit. Even when their dad, oh my God, even when my brothers or their dads or somebody would throw them up in the air, I'd be panicking. Please don't drop my baby. Please don't drop my baby. And even with my grandson, when my grandson's uncles, which are my other sons, or his dad or whatever, when they throw him up, please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Child, I was watching this video. It had went viral a couple of months ago. This daycare lady picked this child up, this toddler, threw them up in the air. And when they went to catch the toddler, they hand slipped, and the toddler went behind their back, behind their head first onto the ground. Well, the floor of the daycare. And the baby was just a screaming. It was just a screaming, Charlie, when I saw that video of that daycare provider throwing that baby up in the air and the baby fell behind them and the baby went head first on the floor. Oh, my heart just stopped. Because I'm telling you, I never played about my kids. Never played about my kids. Some shit like that would have had me locked up. Some shit like that would have had me locked up. Like, bitch, what made you think it was okay to throw my baby, my toddler? It wasn't a baby, but it was a toddler. Like, the toddler looked like it was about 3 or 4. Threw the baby up in the air. The baby hit the floor head first. And went on the video. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but it was a couple months ago. It was trending. And I was watching the video and I kept watching. And as soon as that baby hit the floor, other daycare providers started running and panicking. They start running and panicking and screaming. So that baby made a sound that you will never forget. And they start running and screaming to go call an ambulance, call emergency, call something because that child was hurt. It would be a wrap. That whole daycare would be shut the fuck down and everything. And happy belated birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Charlie, happy birthday to you, boo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Charlie. But yes, that was fucked up. That was fucked up. But this damn lady, can you believe this shit? 36 years old from Maryland, 12 years in connection with drug trafficking. She was trafficking drugs near the school. She was going on breaks from school, telling them, I'll be back. I just got to run an errand. And she going to sell fentanyl. And this is the same kid that's teaching our elementary kid, the same teacher teaching our elementary child. You know what?
I'd be like, again, I'd be in jail. And what if, let's say, she had the product on her? You know, they say that stuff, if you so much as touch it, sometimes.
Yes.
Much less a little big kid. You know, kids, they put stuff in their mouth, especially elementary kids. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to eat glue, chew on erasers. Ain't no telling what a little kid go. What if a little kid got a hold of that?
Child.
Hey, Miss Sincere. Hey, Niecy.
Hey, Niecy, boo. How you doing? She said, happy birthday, Charlie.
I'm still celebrating. Shoot, I went out to eat today with my bonus mama because she waited, you know. She knew yesterday my mom was going to cook something for me. So today she took me out and, you know, I got me a new pair of Crocs for my birthday and a cute little card. And my mom and daddy got me something. They asked me what I wanted. I said, I want one of them little spray things for your room that just sprays out the good smelling stuff. So
I have a lot of those all around my house, in the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room. I love those.
So that's what I got. And I got me some cards, some nice little things. And my mama made me a good old meal yesterday. And today I went out to eat with my bonus mom. And then Saturday, me and hubby went out and got steak dinner. So, yeah, I just been celebrating this whole week, y'all.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Happy birthday. Because you know what? Hey, where I come from, we will celebrate the whole month. And I kid you not. The whole month.
I used to do that when I was younger. Now I just, you know, we celebrate usually a couple days or whatnot, and then it's on to the next, to the next.
Yep, and every year when it's time to put in our vacation time, I make sure, because we got Christmas, we got my birthday, we got New Year's, I make sure I take off as much time as possible in December. So I get right on that stuff because I know I'm going to need some days for my birthday and Christmas and New Year's. But yes, boy, ooh, yeah, when I was much younger, I don't know how I even went to work the next day. Like, we literally partied every day for my birthday in December.
Yeah, I was having a fun old time.
Oh, yes, we were. But you know what? Let me tell you this. I'm reading this document, right? It said, according to court documents, March 2024, this school teacher distributed fentanyl that resulted in the death of a victim. During the investigation, law enforcement discovered text messages between the teacher and the victim pertaining to the distributing fentanyl. Specifically, a forensic analysis of the victim's cell phone revealed a text conversation and subsequent meeting between the teacher and the victim. The message uncovered a drug transaction involving pills that were pressed to appear like oxycodone, hydrochloride pills, but they were actually fentanyl. After the meeting and transaction, the victim was found deceased. The Office of Chief Medical Examiner of the District of Columbia determined the victim died from fentanyl toxicity.
Toxicity.
It goes on to say, additionally, in that same year, July 2024, a complainant reported to law enforcement that that teacher, a Montgomery County first grade school teacher, exited her classroom to sell drugs to people outside the school. So when y'all heard me earlier say she was selling drugs near the school, I was not kidding. She went outside her classroom, outside the school, to sell drugs. And law enforcement subsequently identified text messages from her phone indicating that she was dealing drugs during work hours.
Ooh.
These are the teachers we got to watch out for. If y'all still have kids in school, yes.
I'm glad my kid is not in school no more. Thank you, Miss Sincere. I'm glad that my kid ain't. I'd be in jail. I'd be in jail.
Child, I cannot. How you walk outside the school? Like you couldn't tell them I get off at 3:30.
Yeah, meet me over here at such and such gas station at 3:45, 4 o'clock.
Because not only can you get in, like she got in trouble not only for dealing drugs, she got in trouble because one of her clients passed away. She also get in trouble because, you know, there's a large fine if you're doing drugs or selling drugs within the school boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So like all type of shit. And you 36 and you gonna get out of prison when you like 50 something. Because they gave her about 12 years. So she gonna be damn near almost 50.
She should have got more than that.
Child, selling drugs. How you walk out?
Because here's the thing. The person passed away because here's the thing.
Yes.
Even though the person may or may not have been an addict, you got to think about it like this. They thought they were getting a hydrocodone or what do you call that other one? Oxycodone or whatever, which is a whole nother playing field than fentanyl, right? Different in a lot of different ways. Fentanyl is way stronger, right? So they could have thought, you know what? I could eat 2 of these. I'm fine. I've done it before, you know, no big deal. And then come to find out it was fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl don't play like that. So first off, you cause somebody's death. That's a manslaughter charge any way you look at it. And then on top of that, you dealing drugs, in possession of drugs, and was it class 3 narcotic or something like that? And then on top of that, you got in front of a school, you know, around children. So you're looking at quite a few charges there. It should have been way more than 12 years.
Especially that death. I'm actually surprised it's only 12 years, Charlie. Maybe she did a plea deal or something because I didn't look all the way into it. But I don't know. 12 years do seem kind of light when you think about a death and within the school boundaries. I mean, that means you had drugs probably on you.
On you.
Not only are you selling drugs, but they're probably on the school property.
Then on top of that, you got reckless endangerment of children.
Yep.
Then you got to think about I don't know, the baggie, I guess, could be considered paraphernalia. Because they sometimes will do that if you're keeping it individually wrapped. Distribution charges, because you know they wasn't just, you know, just some here, there, just enough. Because if you're selling it, then you're going to get a distribution charge, right? And some of those can be felonies, especially the kind of drug that she was presenting. Fentanyl itself is a felony. It's not a misdemeanor. Like, you know, you just get a little bag of weed or something like that, or they catch you with roaches or something like that, and in a place where they still charge for that, right? That's going to be a misdemeanor. If they catch you with 1 or 2 little things you're not supposed to and you don't have a script for it, they're going to catch you with a misdemeanor sometimes. But to sell it and the amounts is going to be a felony charge any way you look at it with fentanyl. And then on top of that, you got a manslaughter charge at the very least. So she had to have pled down. They probably offered her 12 years for the drug charge and whatnot to take the manslaughter off the table.
Yes, because it's something like that, because I cannot believe when I saw the time, I was quite surprised that it was only 12 years.
Hey, shaker.
Is that shaky, shaky, shy? Do you like when people call you that? Because if not, I'll stop calling you that. But I think that is so cute when the 227 ladies call her shaky, shaky, shy. I'm like, that is too cute. But yeah, shout out to the chat, y'all. Shout out to the chat and everybody
Thank
saying
you.
happy birthday to Charlie.
Yeah. Thank you, Room
Yes.
Shaker, 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 Shaker. I'm the one that first started, I will say, calling her Shaker, Shaker. And then everybody and their mama started calling her that too. And then somebody one time when I put Shaker, Shaker in chat, said it was Shaka, Shaka.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, I spell it Shaka. I put an A at the end because her name, the way it's spelled Shaker, I just put an A at the end instead of an ER.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
And I'm like, you should know this is me, and you've heard me say, hey, to Room Shaker, how many times? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I don't know whose chat I was in when they did that.
Yep, I know what you mean, Shaker, Shaker, because you do sound like it should probably have an A on the end.
Yeah.
Sound like that. She said, please, please, baby, please. But you know what? Tonight is all about trending news. If we, like I said when I started, if we end up talking about anything else, you know, in the hood table, you know how it goes. We can end up talking about something else. But I got one more trending news topic, Charlie, if you want to chill with me for a minute.
Oh, yes.
This is some local shit, Charlie.
Ooh.
This is some local shit. Okay, so let me tell you. Last year, around like July 14th, 2025, somebody suffered a really bad accident. They were hit by a car and the car kept going. So it was a hit and run last July 2025. And the police, they had played the video. They were trying to figure out, you know, who could have done it. You know, they had posted the model of the car, the pictures of the car, you know, of course, how they do, asking people if they seen anything, you know, shit like that. And nothing. And it's now what? August 26th. So just recently, they happened to find the person that was behind the car that did the hit and run last July 2025 in our neck of the hood. It just so happens to be somebody that I'm familiar with in our hood. And child, when I tell you, when the news posted that shit, a lot of people in our community was like, oh no, not her. Why? Not my homegirl, not my sister, not my Charlie. This particular individual, the person that she hit, they suffered paralysis. They had their spine fucked up. They couldn't walk or do shit for months. And this person who hit them and did the hit and run, they was posting all on social media like nothing happened. I mean, just like life goes on. I don't know how you can hit a person with your vehicle, drive them over, and just keep going as if nothing happened. So
I don't think I could.
I know I couldn't. I know I couldn't at all. But I'm going to play this little video and we'll get more into it. But yeah, this happened right here in my city. Let me go on mute so I can play this little clip.
This isn't just another e-foil. It's an entirely new beast.
A Crime Stoppers tip played a key role in arresting this hit-and-run suspect. A judge set bond at $75,000 today for Chanel Caldwell. In July of last year, we released video near North 20th and Corby Street. At the time, Omaha police were looking for the driver who hit this man, leaving him with critical injuries. A criminal affidavit says Caldwell told officers she thought she hit a pole and kept going. Investigators say after the Crime Stoppers video came out, her SUV wasn't seen for days before it was spotted with new mirrors. Caldwell's next appearance in court is next month. A crime.
You hear that, Charlie? You hear that, Charlie? She
New
said
mirrors.
she hit a light pole.
She knew. Okay, first off, you knew that it wasn't a pole because, like, it's a whole human being. If you would have hit a pole, you would have been stopped. That
And
car
she
would have
must
been
like
busted.
on the curb or something.
Yes, that car would have been busted because it don't move. See, a pole don't move out your way, and it don't have no give, right? A person has give. Now, if she'd have said, "I thought I hit a dog," or "I thought I hit a horse," or anything that has movability, a buggy, even possibly, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But a pole, you know what a pole will do to a car, right? At that kind of speed, she was going too fast, didn't pay attention, was probably on the phone, and hit him. She wasn't paying attention because you saw how fast she was going. Like in that clip, she was going pretty freaking fast.
Oh, she was going fast, Charlie Boo. She was going fast, and that dude went up in the air. And
She saw him.
You can't probably see it, but it was right near a house. There were like 3 or 4 people in the driveway.
What if that was a kid?
Girl,
that would have unalived a small child. She is very lucky that he didn't unalive, because it wouldn't just be a hit and run at this point. It would be an murder charge. Right now she's looking at it's called great bodily harm with vehicle. It's an assault charge, but it's not simple assault. It's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is the vehicle. So she depending on what they decide, if she gets a plea down, is going to depend on what her, what she's going to get, years or month. She's going to get years, but depending on how many, because that is assault with a deadly weapon, and by some kind of, they say, bodily injury and stuff like that in the paperwork. But yeah. You can see that Niecy, I believe that too. She was under the influence and ran. I think she was scared, or she could have been on her phone looking down, or distracted driving, and then she freaked out when she hit him. It was like, oh my God, what if he, out of line? Because that's why she got the mirrors fixed real fast, thinking nobody would notice it. And
they said that her car wasn't even seen until well after she got some shit
with
fixed.
new mirrors.
She must have kept her shit, because see, the thing about it is they had like the they had, when they do an investigation, they look at the cameras all around the city, and this is where it happened. Let's look at the surrounding cameras. So all the cameras were showing it here. Then after that, the next day, that car ain't on no cameras. And they have like a license plate thing where they can like ping your license plates and all that kind of shit. They was really, really searching for her. Nowhere was she on the radar.
And I'll tell you this: if she was if she hadn't run, if she was under the influence, she would have got 3 to 4 times the charges, because then it's considered like how like if it's not meditated, if it's an accident, but if you're under the influence, they consider it kind of like premeditated, because you're under the influence, and you're going to get 3 times the amount of charges than if you're just, hit somebody when you're not under the influence.
Well, let me show you this. Somebody put this long old prayer on here for her. It says, "This prayer is for our beloved one."
You want me to read it, girl?
Please read it, Charlie. Please read it.
Okay.
I'm just
yeah. The hood table ain't gonna be able to keep a straight face. So let's go. Wow. This prayer is for our beloved one. Heavenly Father, we bring Chanel Caldwell before you today as she sits in jail. She faces the heavy reality of a hit and run incident. We ask for your presence to meet her in the quiet cell. Grant her a spirit of deep reflection and honesty. Help her to fully face the weight of her choices with a sincere and repentant heart. Where there is fear, confusion, or panic, bring a sobering clarity and peace that passes understanding. We pray for the victims and anyone hurt by this event. Please bring healing, comfort, and swift restoration to them and their families. Work within your beloved one, Chanel Caldwell, during this time of confinement, use this difficult season to build a foundation of true accountability, legal wisdom, and personal transformation. Surround her with sound guidance and remind her that her life still has purpose in your mighty name, oh Lord. You are a refuge, creating us all clean heart. Thank you for washing away our sins and forgiving us and giving us a Savior, Jesus Christ, we pray. I said that one, didn't I, y'all?
Charlie, you did a good job, Charlie. You did a good job. And that was why she ran. She ran because if I was to hit somebody, I know, especially if it was an accident, like when this shit was posted on the news site, people was like, oh, this had to have been an accident. She couldn't have done that on purpose. She didn't. And people was like, well, if it was an accident, why didn't she just stop, try to render aid, call the police, call the ambulance, make sure the person was okay? No, the only time you won't render aid or do any of that shit if you were under the influence, you were looking at your phone, you weren't paying attention, you got warrants, you got a revoked license. I mean, it could be all kind of different reasons why you don't stop, right? But let me tell you this shit, Charlie. I happen to get on their Facebook page because she got multiple Facebook pages, right? I happen to get on their Facebook page and let me pull this up.
Ooh, child, we getting all the tea.
And again, me and this person got like 75 mutual friends. So when I say I know of her, I don't know her personally, but I know of her. I've been in many places around her or near her, right?
Yeah,
because we run in some of the same circles. So
I know exactly what you mean. You know of somebody because y'all all got like mutuals. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna post this real quick. Let me get the oh shit. Hold up.
I still want to know why they praying for Jesus. For her sitting in over something she did. Like, I don't you ask it what you get if you decide to go out there and hit somebody with a car and you run. I'd be like, damn, they got him. Shit. I'd be like, damn, that was my homie. I can't believe they did that shit. But I ain't gonna be sitting over here like, dear Heavenly Father, for your BS.
Girl. Or drugs. Exactly, Niecy Poo. Or drugs. See, I automatically want to call her Niecy Poo every time I do it. She said, I like when you call me Niecy Poo. That's just something we call our Niecy.
I just want to say, I want to say Niecy Boo, but I always say boo for everybody. So maybe, I say either love or boo or, those was my words.
I'm telling you, with all my nieces, we call all our nieces Niecy Poo. It's just
you had a right to be stressed. Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you see that though?
Stressed to the max.
What day was the hit and run last year? July 14th.
And that was July 14th. Damn.
July 14th of last year was
Dry
the hit and
snitching
run.
on yourself. Dry snitching.
She made it public. She said stress to the max. And somebody said, why, Auntie? No response.
I bet you look in them comments, she's going to say, my car tore up and stuff and I got to pay to get it fixed.
No response at all. That same day she's posting before and after pictures from 24 to 25. After that, she posts stress to the max when I guess that's her nephew who said, why, Auntie? No response. It's just his comment. No response. Then after that, she's posting all different types of TikToks. Same day, Charlie. Same day. Same day, Charlie.
Go Jesus.
Now, if we go and look at let's go to, let's say, August 1st. So we can go backwards. So if we go to August 1st and go all the way down, July. Let's just look at some of the posts, Charlie.
Oh, they was just posting all over the place.
They was just posted. Charlie, like ain't shit happened, right? Look at all the videos. All the shit they posted.
There was one video up there with the truck in it.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go back. I'm just trying to go to the date.
Trying to go to the end? Yeah, that's gonna take a minute.
Okay, so here's the date. July 14th. Stressed out to the max. Her nephew says, "Why, auntie?" No response. The next day, she's posting videos. No, the same day. My bad. The same day, July 14th. July 15th, she's doing
sharing
like,
out
robot,
1 year
like
ago.
1 year ago video, like, you know, of herself. And then she shared another one.
A 3 year ago.
3 years
I
ago.
guess she was feeling kind of nostalgic.
She was feeling nostalgic. Exactly. Look at this one. I'm so old school.
Cooking and eating good while a man can't even breathe. He in the hospital, can't eat solid food.
Yeah, paralyzed. Look at this video.
He got a feeding tube while you eating delicious food.
Exactly, girl. This one says how old people who've been married 50 years talk to each other. And I ain't gonna play the video. I'm just going through the post. That was 2 days later.
Happy birthday to the cousin.
3 days later. Okay. 3 days later, to everyone that is sitting at my table on July 19th, Saturday at 7 p.m. at Hanks 2.0, that's a club here. That's a bar club here. There are no refunds. You pay for your chair and table.
Oh, so she going partying? Why?
She partying, bitch. She partying.
Well, this man can't even do nothing. He can't even eat good food. He's stuck up in a hospital bed with a feeding tube and shit. Can't walk no more.
And during all this time, because her car is put up. Because after she did the hit and run, she put her car up.
I'm wondering who driving her during this time.
Somebody else is driving her around. She got an Uber or some shit. And she talking about that's your $20 loss. No refunds if you don't show up. Okay, then she's posting more videos a few days later. Hank, that's the club, Hank. Congratulations. She's saying happy birthday to other people. This was the fight in our hood. Oh my God, this was a fight at a club in our city.
Damn, that was throwing everything.
This is the O&E. This is the O&E.
Shit. Look, you see how the bar stools fly?
I was trying to tell y'all. Y'all think we so? I don't know what people.
Shit, that woman's so short. I thought that was a kid. I ain't gonna joke.
Here ain't got no sense.
That one woman so short that's between the table. I thought it was a little kid at first.
This was 6 days after the hit and run.
Damn.
Video. Yep, and I did talk about that last year, by the way. But yeah, she's posting more fun videos. Some more videos. Where's she at right here?
Omaha Day.
Hey. Here's some more videos. Some more videos. It's like every day, the whole month.
Oh, she's selling something right there. Some cabinets, some desktoppers, queen size bed, headboard, lazy boy couch, office desktopper, traditional sound system. I guess that's to pay for all them parts she needed.
Girl, she telling people happy birthday a week later. Does anyone have a recording of me singing at Cozy's last weekend?
So that was karaoke night at the bar.
Uh-huh. Then she's at church. Lord, get a Garrett family strength today. It's a funeral or some shit.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
A funeral. Hear the funeral thing. Rest in peace. We ain't gonna talk about you. Rest in peace, baby.
Yep. This is all within that same month, Charlie. All these videos. Posts.
Yeah, in a minute when you get up there, there will be a video. I saw it as we were scrolling a while ago. I think, yep, there it is. There, look, there's the truck.
This one?
Yeah, look right there. You sees it?
Yep.
Y'all sees it? There's the truck, y'all.
There's the truck right there.
Right there in that driveway. There it is. They need to cut their grass, though.
Yep. I don't know. I think that's why she was tagging somebody, because maybe she was tagging them is to do her yard. I don't know why she was tagging them, but it would make sense.
It's all Brian Caldwell's all I'm gonna say.
Now my yard would never, child. When I say I get my yard cut every 10 days, like clockwork.
I live out in the backwoods. I can
15,
understand.
20 years.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
backwoods, that's different.
I can understand like having a little piece of it that you don't mow or
But a
whatnot.
house
You don't
in the
even go there.
city,
But in the city,
it don't make
no.
sense.
every time we lived in the city and it was beautiful. We kept it nice. You know what I mean? Even if you had to push mow it, don't matter.
And this is July 27th, so that's 13 days later. She's posting pictures of her hair.
With not a care in the world.
Then she's posting a tribute from R. Kelly to Malcolm Jamal. Rest in peace, Malcolm.
Some dude crumping on a truck.
On them hoes on the truck. I mean, there's basically, Charlie, you see where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, he's living
like
her
nothing
life.
happened.
He's posting her grandkids. I mean, posting
herself. She in
a
hotel room because you could tell.
Posting her kids. I mean,
you can always tell a hotel room by the background. Yeah. I'm sorry.
She's even selling.
Ooh, them ribs look good though.
Yeah, she done posted some videos where she was not only selling furniture, but selling food as well.
Well, she needed to pay for them repairs on that truck.
Girl, she should have paid to get out of Dodge.
I'm gonna say this: if I knew I did.
Oh, then August 1st, Omaha Days, because Omaha Days was last year. But she just. How can you do? Did you see how hard she hit that dude?
She hit that dude hard. Like he flew.
He flew up in the air and everything and fell down, and he was paralyzed for months.
Ain't no way she thought that was a
pole.
A pole. Ain't no way. I'm gonna bet you 101 because it's so close to those neighborhoods, the way that those houses was, that she thought she hit a kid or something like that, or even that man, and thought it was a young, and thought she had unalived him, and that's being on drugs, being drinking, or doing whatever she was doing, even if it was distracted driving, whatever the case may be, right? You know that she was like, oh shit, I think I unalived somebody, so now I'm gonna go to prison for life.
She probably, that's what I'm thinking, Charlie. I'm really thinking that she probably thought as hard as she hit that person, that they probably would pass away.
How much did she, you just say how much she got? Did it say how?
Oh, she just got arrested.
Oh, she just got arrested then, Niecy.
Yeah,
she ain't been sentenced yet.
She ain't been sentenced yet, Charlie. I gotta follow it. She ain't been sentenced yet. But it's just crazy, Charlie, because when I think crazy, of course the whole situation is crazy. Anytime somebody hits somebody and they take off, it's always crazy. Especially if it's a kid, an elderly person, like that means you have no heart. Because I don't care what the fuck you going through. You leaving somebody for dead on the side of the road and then continuing to live your life.
I'm gonna tell you,
happen.
I speak about Maya Braxton. And you know how much I care about the case. That's why I'm still angry that Karen Carpenter walks free today, got nothing, not even a traffic infraction. And she unalived a baby, a 7-year-old, in front of her home and drug her. She was trying to run from the scene. And passerbyers, people who were stopped for the bus, right, stopped her from running. That's the only reason that she stopped, because they blocked her with their car. And you mean you're dragging a baby down the road under your car?
That's crazy.
And she didn't get indicted. She didn't get a traffic infraction. Nothing. But I bet you 101 they're going to throw the book at this woman.
It's absolutely crazy, Charlie. And the thing about it is, again, me and this person run around the same circles. For me to, when I laid eyes on her and I realized who it was, I was like, no way. Like, no way. That's like me coming on here doing YouTube videos and selling cakes and t-shirts and all the shit that I do and celebrating birthdays. Like, how could you have like no heart? Because I don't think I could do that, Charlie. I don't think I could just literally run somebody down.
I couldn't.
And leave them for dead. I would feel like I couldn't do shit. Okay, let me just say this. If I were, okay, let's just say I would never, but if I were, I don't think my life would be totally different. I would be out there serving people. I'd be out there like at church every day, all day on my knees. There's no way I'd just be out here just living life to the fullest like I'm golden. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, going to the club, drinking,
clubbing,
doing all this stuff. No.
And somebody you don't know, and she had to keep watching the news. She had to keep watching the news to find out if that person died or not. It's just crazy.
I couldn't live with myself. And I'm going to say this, I would have to stop. But I wouldn't have been speeding that fast in a residential area because
and mind you,
kids,
it was plenty
dogs.
If you know the neck of the woods or the neck of the hoods that I'm in, you know that that's one of those streets you can't be going that fast on. She was literally speeding, going up way above the speed limit. In the area that she was in, on the street that she was in, she was driving way too fast. Yeah.
And there's kids around there, small kids that could be playing with their little ball. I got an area over here by me, and I live in the backwoods, but I specifically know this one house. I always slow like way down. Like I'm not going fast anyway. I'm going like 35, right? But there's this one house we actually slow down to like 10, 15, 20 miles an hour, and there's a reason. So now their older kid will not get the road, but they have a younger kid that if the ball that they play with, because they kind of live on a hillside a little bit, starts rolling down into the road, he is bad about running into the road. So we always slow down in front of that specific house, no matter what time of day, because we never know when he might be home, because he's a small one, right? And there's another house that we know that there's specific dogs that like to run out, right? So we're always on cautious in those points. If you know your neighborhood and you're from that area, then you specifically know there's some places that you do not speed at all. And in a township, right? And I've lived in many townships. You don't do that anyway, because you never know if somebody's grandchild's visiting or if they little cousin. And kids are not perfect, right? They make mistakes. They will run after a toy. What if that was like, it's already sad enough this young man now is paralyzed for the rest of his life. So imagine, let's say he had plans to do whatever he was going to do in his life. Now he can't walk. You know what I'm saying? Now he's paralyzed from the neck down. He may not be able to eat or solid foods. He may be on a feeding tube for the rest of his life. Now it leads his family to taking care of him. What if he has kids and he was a sole provider for his family? You see what I'm saying? Like now he can't work a regular job. You get what I mean? Like that, there's so much more into this. I don't know that young man, right? And I don't know what his life is like.
Well, they did say, Charlie, they did say that excuse me, he wasn't paralyzed forever, as far as the reports are saying, but they did say that after he was struck by a vehicle, that he sustained critical injuries, several spine fractures requiring 5 surgeries. He suffered paralysis in his right arm and leg for a month as a result. So he wasn't
he may be not the messed up as I was thinking in my head. But I'm going to tell you, those spine fractures, as someone who was in an accident, it was a bus accident, for the rest of his life, he's going to be in severe, tremendous pain. And he won't be able to work a regular job because they give you a thing where you can't pick up on anything above 10 pounds. Well,
you're going to have some restrictions.
A lot. Yeah, quite a bit. So if he is, let's say, a blue collar person who works, heavy jobs, he won't be able to do them. If he doesn't have like an education to work a desk job, that kind of screws him. You know what I'm trying to say? For making money for his family and stuff. And if he is, again, let's say, he's got a wife and kids that depend on him, or he's got family, a mom and daddy that depend on him. That are
because
elderly.
he was, he wasn't a young tyke. That definitely, he was not a young tyke. But then, did you hear the rest? They said, investigators noted that as far as her vehicle, she was a CNA. She worked at a nursing facility. She was a CNA. And also they said that when she did get the damage to her car, she told them that she thought she hit a city pole, but she wasn't sure. And then when they asked about the damage to the car, she said she hit a brick wall a few months prior, requiring her to replace her mirrors. Now, when they did some investigation, they showed that her car, after hitting this person, they said it was seen. Remember I was talking about the license plate reader?
Yeah.
They said the automated license plate reader showed data that she was consistently seen leading up to the segment of the news that they posted last year in August. So before they posted the news about the hit and run, she was consistently seen on the automated license plate reader. But after the segment, she wasn't seen for days before being seen with replaced mirrors. So she knew she had hit that person, even if she lied and said, "I didn't know then. I hit a brick wall. I hit a pole. I hit a bird." She knew. She knew. And still, for the whole year, because it's now August, right? So for a whole year, she went along like ain't shit happened.
Here's the
Like she
crazy
ain't
part.
did nothing.
If
Yeah, she works in healthcare. Like if you go on her page, you will see her in those smock. What they call them, Charlie? Smock? Scrubs. They in scrubs. You'll see her in different type of pattern scrubs, and like CNAs wear, and health aid assistants, and med aids, and shit like that. Nursing home people. You'll see her in scrubs. She was working with elderly, disabled people and all that kind of shit, and ran over somebody and left them for dead. Child, Charlie, I would probably be like on drugs and all kind of shit, because I'd be like, I couldn't even live myself. I don't know how I could get
And
through
that
my
leads to
day.
me to believe that it was distracted driving, that she was
Yeah.
looking around and she was speeding real fast and hit him
Yep.
like she did. You know what's crazy? If she didn't have anything in the vehicle, was not under the influence of anything, and had stopped and rendered aid, she would not be looking at half the charges that she is. She just turned it into a complete felony, and
Yep.
on multiple accounts, not just one account, but multiple accounts.
Yep. Yeah.
Fleeing the scene of an accident that resulted in great bodily harm.
Mhm.
If they want to try, she's lucky he lived, because if he didn't, that's vehicular manslaughter.
Yep. Yeah. She lucky he lived. And it's just so funny, because not funny, but like, how shit happens and you be like, what?
Crazy. I
They
know what
did
you
some
mean.
shit? Like, I was like totally shocked when I was watching the news. I was literally getting ready for work a few days ago, and I was watching the news, and they show her face. And the reason why I know her, like I just know her if I saw her, because the first thing I recall or remember about her every time I met her, she has like an overbite. She has like an overbite, and she has. You ever met somebody with an overbite and a lisp?
I ain't never
Like she
met
has
with
a
both,
certain way
but
she talks. It's a certain way she talks. So if you ever meet her and talk to her, you'll always remember the way she talks. And so, that's when I saw her. I could hear her voice in my head talking. But yeah, that's what had
crazy.
happened. That's local. So I gave y'all a couple of trending topics. The lady who married the number 50 for her 50th birthday. The teacher who got caught slanging fentanyl. She was like leaving school, going to sell fentanyl outside of the school. Somebody got a piece of that and they got unalived. And then we talk about some local news. A lady who did a hit and run a year ago. She finally got caught and she's in jail right now with a $75,000 bond. But yeah, so I'm trying to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, Charlie, and you want to know why? And let me just say this. Hey, Creole, how you doing, boo? How you doing, boo? She said, hey, my sister Charlie. But the reason why I'm just gonna start doing just whatever, Charlie. That's how I started off. Reviews, trending news, stuff like that before I start doing B sector content and wooty woo. But what's going to happen in February 2027, right? With YouTube?
Don't know.
Okay, so you might not have heard it, but starting February 1st, 2027, if you don't have your 4,000 watch hours to get monetized on YouTube and your 1,000 subscribers, then you're going to need 8,000 watch hours.
Shit.
To get monetized. Yes, it's all over. If you go into your YouTube studio right now, I'm looking at mine right now. It's telling you across the top. Accept updated YouTube partner program terms by January 31st to avoid gaps in earnings from features like ads, YouTube Premium, fan funding. So you probably see that if you go into your YouTube studio, you'll probably see that if you are a monetized content creator. And it's not only on this channel, the Hood Table, but it's on every monetized channel that I have. The same message at the top of your YouTube studio. So you have to agree to it. And basically what YouTube is saying, from what we've been researching, because a lot of people Ness been talking about it, Lady Nika been talking, all kind of people been talking about this shit. If you get your 4,000 hours, even if it's an hour before February 1st, 2027, your grandfathered in, you don't have to get the 8,000. But if you are an up and coming YouTuber, if you've been thinking about YouTube, people have been suggest. Even Lady Nika was like, mentees, anybody who need mentored, let me know so we can get you your 4,000 watch hours and your subscribers by February 1st, 2027. Because Charlie, you know how it is, how hard it is to get monetized with 4,000 watch hours. Imagine 8,000 watch hours.
Ooh.
And you got to get 8,000 watch hours within a 12-month period. So what I'm doing, again, I dropped 2 links in the chat. One of them is for my backup channel, the Hood Table 402. I need y'all to subscribe to that. The other one is to my son, Wavy Cam. Me and my sons been talking and chatting, and y'all know that I've been saying that me and my sons is going to start doing content together. So me and Cam was sitting down and really seriously talking about this shit today. And so I told him I'm going to start promoting his channel because he needs to get monetized before February 1st, 2027. So what's going to happen is, starting like next week, it's going to be Cam and then my other son and I. We're going to be on my channel. We're going to be on Cam's channel. We're going to flip-flop back and forth so I can promote him over here and also so we can get hours and shit over there. So that's what we're going to do starting next week. Because if you ever thought about starting YouTube as even if it's just a side job, a hustle, a career, whatever, and you trying to get monetized and make some coinage, you better get on that shit right now. You got until January 31st to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And you know what I also been thinking about, Charlie? Is what? Maybe the people who want to get monetized and get their hours, maybe some of us who are already content creators and already monetized, we can assist them by not only doing shows with them, but that particular person doing shows with us, so we can introduce them into all of our, subscribers and be dropping their links constantly in our chats, but also make sure they go live as much as they can, because between now and February 1st, that's not a long time. You literally need to be going live like almost every single day. If you're seriously trying to get monetized on YouTube and don't want to have to try to get 8,000 hours of watch time, and you want to just work with the 4,000 hour requirement right now, you better stop posting, Nisi. And I'm going to talk about it every time I go live, no matter if I'm doing a TV show review, B-Sector review, trending news. I'm going to make sure I mention it because I really want people who's thinking about being a YouTuber to get on that shit. 8,000 hours is going to be hard as fuck. Charlie, tell them, Charlie, it's not easy getting those watch hours.
Totally not at all.
Not at all. So if y'all thinking about it, y'all need to hit up people. We need to start doing like we used to do back in the day, Charlie. Back in the day, everybody helped everybody get to their 1K. They helped everybody get their 4K subscribers. Their 1K subscribers and their 4,000 watch hours. It was teamwork that made the dream work back in the day. Nowadays, there's not that many people willing to spend time trying to promote and get you your watch hours and all that shit. But I would like to get together with certain content creators who want to help the people who want to get their 1K subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before it's too late. We have to do it before February 1st. Otherwise, the watch hours are going to double. Yeah. Did Creole say she's bald? What you mean you bald?
She says you cut all of her hair.
You cut all your hair off? Child. What you doing cutting all your hair off? Child, you gonna have to send me a picture. I gotta see this. I ain't gonna share it. I promise I ain't gonna share it. But I gotta see this. Niecy said, gotta go. He called. We'll be back to hype. Oh, Niecy Pooh, if you're thinking about creating a channel or getting your channel monetized or whatever, let us know. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to spend time doing content with you. Whatever type of content, B-sector content, trending news, whatever to try to help the people get their numbers. I'm willing to do that. I'm putting myself out there right now. So that's all I can do. If you want the help, then you gotta ask for it. Stand up and say, help me out to the table.
I gotta make sure I'm subscribed to my nephew.
Yes. Make sure y'all subscribe to those 2 links in the chat. One of them is my backup channel, and the other one is to y'all cyber nephew Cam. So make sure y'all subscribe to y'all cyber nephew Cam, because we're trying to get his channel monetized too. Anybody who wants to get their channel monetized before they double the requirements in February, y'all need to holla. VA Sagittarius, I heard Lady Nika talking to you earlier. Nika talking to you earlier, VA. We got to get on this. We got to start getting that content, putting out some videos.
Because I'm going to tell you what'll be your best help for you. And this is anybody. You got Lady Nika on your side. She can drum up those viewers on hers and then do a redirect to you. And as long as they stay for a little while, and you got like quite a few people, like 400, 500, 600, I'm going to tell you the reason I got my 1,000. I'm going to go ahead and tell you why I got my watch hours so quickly. I was consistently going live every morning, and VS Icon brought a situation to my channel, right? And that situation was when Just Krista and Baby Mama Brina and all that stuff was going on, right? And she redirected my channel with 1,000 in the chat. And because a lot of those people stayed to see what was going on, that helped me get to those hours. I'm telling you, because consistently, if you have like 400, 500, 600 people, 1,000 people in the chat for over an hour, it's going to bump up them hours like crazy.
Yep. Get cool with the people. If there's people that you're cool with, people you support, people that support you that are content creators, chop it up with them. Hey, when you finish going live, could you redirect to my channel? Even if somebody stays 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, that's watch time.
And
that's watch
also,
time, and
if you can get some of the bigger CCs to come to your channel and come panel with you for a little while,
that's
just
what
to
I'm
kick it
about.
Or whatnot, and I know myself, the Hood Table, I know Lady Dika, a lot of us, the beef sector is the reason they made sure. I'm gonna say this: when I was going live, the beef sector may have not been like huge on all the content that I eventually did afterward, but they consistently stayed there to give me those watch hours and to give subs. And the beef sector, we try to take care of our own. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yes. And I'm gonna say this, Creole, you need to be dropping that damn channel link, boo.
I think Creole, is this Creole?
It's me.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
So what about you need to get your watch hours?
Man, Creole, Dr. Creole. Well, I don't call you Dr. Creole, but
That's
Creole
okay.
Butterfly.
Yeah.
We on a mission. Okay. We got till January 31st. Everybody who wants to be monetized, we need to get together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Like, I'm already monetized, but I want other people. It's hard as the fuck to get 4,000 watch hours. We don't want y'all to have to get 8,000 watch hours.
I know.
Like, we need to get on grinding. Like, I was telling people earlier, I don't care what you talking about. Trending news, B-sector news, what you cook today, what your kids piss you off about. We need to start doing this content. Like, no, seriously.
I know.
Seriously, every day, every other day, as much as we can. We need to start helping each other out like we used to back in the day.
Yep. I just subscribed to your other channel, the Hood Table 4.
Thank you, Booski.
Yeah. Let me and I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but
no, go ahead. We done with our trending news. Go ahead.
I love y'all. Y'all know that y'all my peoples. Yeah, I went yesterday actually, and my mom went in solidarity with me, and she got her hair cut down, real low, and I just went bald. The lady was gonna try, cause she's a barber. She was gonna try to like fade me a little bit, and she was like, "I don't like how it look." I said, "Then cut it off, cut it all off." I said, "We'll
Mm-hmm.
just go, this way," because when I started getting sick before my husband passed away, when I started getting sick, my hair started falling out. And then when it started growing back, it didn't grow back right. It grew back in patches,
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, so I started wearing like wigs and, all this other stuff. And I got tired of it. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to keep doing this. And so I said, I need to get my hair cut, but I want to go to somebody who, is legit that can really rock it. And so my mom said, if you serious, I know somebody and she's good and she'll just let it be us in the shop, nobody else, just so you can, handle it and all of that. Cause it's a shocker, it's a shocker when you first do something like it. But every year, right before my birthday, I do something extreme, whether it's lose a lot of weight, change my hair color, whatever it is. And so next month's my birthday. So I went on and just got it cut bald, and I love it. For some reason, when I did that yesterday, it's like something lifted out for me. I felt more freeing. I felt like I was brand new. And I mean, I've gotten so many positive comments about it and compliments. Um, Different people's like, you got the head for that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, because everybody ain't got the head for no low cut.
I know. Sissy, I'm going to send you a picture. I forgot to send you a picture because I sent it to Mixology, and Mixology loves it.
Sometimes they say that hair holds trauma. They say sometimes hair holds pain. Yep. And, it holds all the things that you've been through or going through at the moment. And so when you get it cut off, sometimes people do say, or colored or whatever, it's a brand new, and you feel
kind of like starting over. Like seriously, it's kind of like starting over.
Yeah. So,
but I'll tell you, I was just looking the hood table at my analytics, right? So for episode 1 of Coffee Conversations, I had 1,000 viewers. Episode 3, 1,000 viewers. It's a little over 1,000, like 1,200. Coffee Conversations episode 6, 1,000. The Coffee Conversations episode 11 is what really, and 14 put me over the edge. I had 2,823 views, 2,226 views. And then I went after that white boy and I got like 1,000 or something views on each one of those videos. But though, like, that's what I'm saying. So like, if you can get those moments, right, it's going to push your view count up. If you could get just 500 and keep them for a while, 200 and keep them for a little while. The hood tables had them numbers. She knows exactly what I'm talking about when something pops off on your channel. But to give you an answer, StreamYard is better.
StreamYard is better. And somebody just asked that in the chat, and I was going to get to them. Thank you for replying to them, Charlie. VA, I even though StreamYard has been having a few glitches lately, YouTube has too.
Yes.
YouTube has too. We've been dealing with the YouTube, the videos taking forever and the buffering.
What happened? So
like
Monday night,
definitely StreamYard.
I was over here for a little while. I was watching on there. I had, Monday night, I do that thing with my friend, right? And she wanted me to co-host with her and be able to, handle the keys to the kingdom and whatnot to help her. Okay. So when we went to go live, we had to wait 30 minutes because of StreamYard. Because
I did too, Charlie. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I was like, oh my God. So that's why I didn't see you live before we ended up going live. I was on her link. And then, but I'm going to tell you why StreamYard is better, even though it's having these complications.
Mm-hmm.
Restream works amazing if you're by yourself and all you're doing is like screen sharing and stuff like that. But if you're going to have guests, it does not like telephones, certain cell phones. It does not like certain people who are using, tablets and things like that. It kept dropping Jay Dizzle one day. She got mad at it and said, I don't want to talk to her no more.
Let me make sure this Rex real quick. Rex?
Hello?
Rex, it sounds like you have some background.
Echo.
It's an echoing or something.
I'm going to come right back then.
All right,
Rex.
Yeah,
hey,
I would definitely recommend StreamYard, even though it has the glitches. I was talking to my son Cam today, And because we're about to start doing our show together, and I was showing him how to use the StreamYard. Like, y'all might think I'm putting on, but no, me and my sons, we really about to start doing some mother-son content.
And so if he needs his Auntie White, Auntie Charlie, I'm there.
Yes, he has a whole bunch of cyber aunties. And if he wasn't needing a haircut today, we would have literally went live today. But he said, Mom, I'm gonna get my haircut Friday. We got to start going live like next week. And so it's not only because he's been wanting to go live and they've been wanting to do content with me. All of us been wanting to do content together with each other because y'all just don't know. We a hoot. I'm sure some of y'all out there. I'm sure some of y'all out there got some kids, some older kids that y'all probably could make some good content with. And if you can, go ahead. You know, I warn my children. They know I've been on social media for almost 10 years. So they know the warnings. They know what to say, what not to say, what to give out, what not to give out. You know, they've been rocking and rolling with me for many, many years.
Nephew is funny as hell. Cam.
Yes, that Cam. Oh, my God.
I don't know how many times he's been in the background and we be talking to him and shit. He be
cutting up. Yo, get away from me.
We be cutting up with him. That's nephew, you know?
Miss T Velocity, I'm sorry, y'all. Miss T Velocity, she's using something called OSM or OBM.
Oh, you talking about OBS? That's the old school shit.
Huh?
OBS. I only use OBS when I'm trying to record some shit that I'm going to later put on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
OBS don't. I'm not hating on OBS, but it's nothing.
If you're
like
a beginner, it is not beginner
like
friendly. You have to set up the scenes. There's a lot like that goes into it, if that makes sense. Kind of like Streamlabs, right?
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to get used to it. But once you get used to OBS or someone teaches you how to set it up, it's not hard after that. StreamYard's more beginner friendly, more panel friendly. Restream, the EmuMax, whatever you call it, that one's okay too. I wouldn't mess with any of the rest of them. I've tried them. They have limits on like how long you can go live, all these other things. Now, UvaMax would be really good if they like you have to pretty much pay for it after a certain point, or it will say you don't have any more streaming hours or whatever. But it actually does work good. I've never had an issue with it when it comes to guests and things. And I may go back to playing around with that when I go back to going live again to see how well it works if I were to pay for UvaMax because it wasn't bad at all. I will say I love the look of Restream better than all of the rest of them. It has better graphics, better things. But the one thing they need to fix, there's only one thing terrible with it. When it comes to guesting, it will drop people. They'll be on there 5 seconds. It just goes, poof, they just gone.
Oh, wow.
and it does it over and over and over again. One day, Jay Dunn was trying to come up on panel. We were actually having a really serious conversation about true crime things. And it just kept dropping her. She said, Charlie, I'm done with this. Go back to StreamYard.
Now, one thing I will tell you about OBS, because I've been using OBS for years. Remember when they used to have before StreamYard, before StreamYard and Restream and all that? Remember the Google, what was it called? The Google that people used to use, and it used to be kind of like StreamYard where you can allow people on the panel. What was it called, you guys? It was Google something.
Google Hangout?
Google Hangouts?
Yeah. Google Hangouts. So after Google Hangouts went away, I was trying to figure out, well, how the hell else can we get people on our panels and shit? Because you can't do it on YouTube. And so I found out about OBS. The thing about OBS, when it comes to certain things, you have to have codes. You have to like look up codes.
Okay.
You know, those computer programming codes to do certain things on OBS. With StreamYard, you ain't got to look up no codes or none of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's very clean and simple. Here's your banners, add a banner. Here's your media, add a video. Here, add a intro. It's very, very simple. Very
For
simple.
Anybody,
a kindergartner can figure it out. But with OBS, I'm going to have to tell you, I've been using it for years. And the only reason why I use OBS is to record certain shit that I want to play later on my video, or I just want to upload it as a video by itself.
That makes sense.
But you can play around with it. But I'm telling you, that shit. When I found out about Restream and all the other shit, oh yeah, that shit went out the door. Like, child, please, ain't nobody
I
got time
just
for that.
posted a link in chat. The link that I posted is for a tutorial on how to use OBS for a beginner.
Yeah,
Hey,
you definitely gonna have to watch some videos. I'm
Hey,
telling
y'all,
you.
do I sound better now?
Yes, you do sound better, Rex. What's up, Rex? How you doing?
I'm good. I owe y'all that money, and I'll go ahead. I'll let y'all know. Go ahead.
Charlie.
Well, it is.
Oh yes,
Charlie's
ma'am.
birthday. You
I
wanna
was
send
straight
Charlie
up
some birthday
talking
money?
to you, and you couldn't hear me because I was muted talking again.
I just wanted to tell you, I just found out it was your birthday yesterday, and I'm a bad sister because I missed it. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Happy birthday, boo.
What is your name, Miss?
That's
I don't know
Creole.
who that is. That's Creole's? No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
Creole.
Creole
Yeah, it's
Lover.
Creole.
Lover.
No,
Yeah,
not
that's
Creole.
Creole Butterfly.
No, that's Creole Libra
Okay,
Butterfly.
Okay, nice to meet you, Miss.
You too. But that's that's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry, boo, but I text
Sissy,
you.
no. Because here's the thing, I can't remember birthdays. So I'm gonna probably find out through something else and be like, oh shit, it's Sissy's birthday. Happy birthday, Sissy. No big deal. Because here's the thing. You got a lot going on. I got a lot going on. I didn't specifically reach out and tell you, hey, it's my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's fine. No,
you know,
my
I'm still
sister.
healing. Yeah, I'm still healing. But I'm gonna email you. Did you get? That's what I was the hood table. Did you get my email about making me a cup?
You sent me an email?
Yes, ma'am. At night, you was talking about.
And what type of cup are you asking? What type of cup does she make?
Oh, she makes these beautiful tumblers for her and big rigs for merch, and it's gorgeous.
Oh, so
I
it's
have
like
mine.
some wax, whatever. I'm gonna buy one from you.
Let me tell you,
that ain't wax.
That's a tumbler. I have mine right here with me.
So
I
will you drink out of them drinks?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a
I want
tumbler,
my
but we
own face
put
on there. I'm only on my own dick. Yeah, I want my face
no.
on
You
there.
can put whatever picture you want on there.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a metal spoon, and not a metal spoon, metal straw, and it even has a cleaner for it, and it does keep your stuff. You hear this?
Like whatever you want on there. If you have a channel, if you have a channel and you have like a you have like a thumbnail or something you want to use for your channel or your slogan or your business or whatever, I can put whatever you want on a cup. Like it don't have to be.
Okay,
you know
that's
what I mean?
nice, yo. That's nice. So I'm gonna
Or
put
on
all my
coffee cups.
peoples
See
on
that?
there.
Like I put it on coffee cups too. Like
We gonna
all
have
type of
Charlie
shit.
on. Hey Charlie, I'm gonna see you every. I don't drink coffee, but I'm about to start drinking coffee. We gonna have Charlie on my cup. I'm playing. Charlie.
Yeah, and we got to put some steak and potatoes in it. On it,
Rex,
you know what I
do
mean?
everything. I do everything, Rex. You see this right here?
What is
Those
that?
are school supplies for my grandbaby. Crayons,
Yo, I got
markers,
kids.
glue, notebooks.
She customized all of it.
I do everything, Rex.
Yeah, my youngest daughter probably 13, but she probably would be in. I don't have no kids in school. 3 of my daughters are grown. Well, they're not grown, but they in the American way they grown. But yeah, I still got a child. So, all right, we're gonna talk about how we're gonna work this out. Cause I'm work this out. Cause notebook, you got notebooks and shit.
I mean, Rex, I'm a custom cake decorator. I'm a professional cake decorator. I do all kind of
remember you
stuff for
told me
parties.
that.
Yeah, I do all kind of stuff for parties, T-shirts. I do it all.
And let's have a let me ask you about. I saw you on live, but I was busy, and I wish I could have about Power. What was that? Season 5, 8.
That was
Let me
Raising
tell you.
Canaan, the finale.
Yeah. What I did. Let me just tell you that. What I didn't like with season 7. Well, episode 7 was. Let me ask you this. It's when he walked past Marvin. Now we know who Marvin is. He would have been pulled his gun out. All of a sudden now Marvin let you walk past him. Then you turn around, then pull the gun. You know what I'd have liked better, Hood Table? Is he put it to the back of his head and told him to get up.
Mm-hmm. You mean in the
I would
church
like that.
scene? The church scene?
Yeah, the church scene, yep. I didn't like that he walked past him and then turned around because Marvin was too fast for that.
But did you hear him say, "Oh, pastor, you did that real quick"? He thought that was the pastor. That's
Yeah, I
why
know,
he kind of
but
was shocked when he saw Canaan.
I know I will agree with you. But what I'm saying is he walked past him. We know Marvin is fast on the trigger. Second of all right, you saw Canaan. He said, "You come there, what you robbing churches now? Nigga, you just beat the shit out of him 2 weeks ago.
So he should have known why he was there.
When you done
I
knew
got
this
you.
stuff? When you stop playing with me, what you done knew this? Stop that. Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
I would have figured that. Like, why is he here at church when I just
Yeah.
beat his? I know. Yeah.
Did you say that on your live? I ain't see your live, but I'm hoping with your review. What did you think about that part?
Well, that part, like I said, he was shocked because he thought it was. He just literally sent the pastor to do something in the back of the church, and when the pastor came back, he said, "Damn, that was quick, pastor." And then when he saw
Yeah.
Canaan, he was shocked. But being that he saw Canaan there, I
He
mean, I
what
guess
should,
he should have been like prepared. Like, damn, my nephew here, out of
but
the
he wasn't
blue, out of the
shocked though.
blue. But he
Who
was
was
shocked.
your
If you
best?
go back and look
Who
at it,
was
if
your
you go
best
back and look
character
at
on
it,
that?
but Rex,
Marvin was.
if you go back and look at it, he didn't expect Canaan to be there. He thought that was a pastor coming back in the church.
I get you, and I just used real life. But you know what? Marvin was my best character. Who was your best character on there?
It was
On the
Marvin.
5 seasons?
It was absolutely Marvin.
Yo, like 90% peak, because he was the one that kind of had a progress. I don't know if I'm saying the word right. Progression role, like where he became
Progression.
more,
Yeah. Character.
progression,
Character
where he
development.
started off as somebody and he like elevated. Everybody
Yeah,
else was
Yep.
kind of the same.
that would be character development. So he had a better progression.
Yeah, character
He did
development.
develop
Yeah.
Rex because remember Rex when he wasn't cool with his daughter being gay?
Yep.
Remember when he beat her like a man?
No, hold up.
He beat
Remember though.
her. He beat her like a
But
man.
remember, I told you I did something like that, not the same thing, but because remember they lied. Never mind. All
But
I'm gonna
I'm
say
saying,
is,
as far as you saying progressive, you're right
yeah,
because it was a point in Juke's life where he didn't
where he
accept her.
loved her though. He
Right, but
loved her.
that was like afterwards. He beat her like a man, like beat her down. I don't know if you saw
Yeah.
that scene when he
No,
found
I
out
saw
what
the
she was
scene.
about.
That was like
Right, and
season
then
2, I
later
think.
down the line, he started accepting her.
Yup, they had a great relationship at the end though.
Oh yeah, at the
They had
end,
a
but
great
not at the
relationship. Yeah,
beginning.
yeah, I know. Not to be, and that's what I'm saying. We learn as parents, kids, but especially as fathers. I do agree with that. Where you do mature though. You do mature as a father.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We
talking
make
about. He
mistakes.
really, really matured, and him and Juke became like best of friends.
Yes. Yep. Not and like it ain't even best of friends. Let's say we. I know you talking about the show, but in real life, sometimes that what we became good because she lied to me, and I did put hands on her, but we made things right. So I mean, Charlie, what I'm saying is, with the tater tots or uh under the table with the cupcakes, y'all gotta pick a side sometimes. You hear me? Go ahead.
You there, Charlie?
Oh, I heard you.
Yeah,
Let's see.
tater
I like
tots
my
and
cup.
cupcakes.
I like my cupcakes and my tater tots.
What'd she say?
I know what you're saying, though, Mr. Rex. I got you. I feel you.
What'd you say about tater tots? What?
I love my tater
No,
tots.
she
and
made turtle
cupcakes.
tots one day, right? Now I know you do the cupcakes. I've been to your channel plenty of times, but she did. She made
I
some
made
tater
tater
tots with
tots,
steaks
and then I made
and
them like I
eggs
put extra
early in the morning,
cheese and some bacon on it.
and I
Yeah.
said she gonna put her whole family to sleep, and that's what she
Yeah.
did.
They all did. They
That
was
was
quiet as hell. An hour later, they was asleep.
I know that's some good eating right there.
yep.
And
That's
hey,
good eating.
J.B. Long-winded. Hey, how you doing? Everybody coming in the chat. What up, Unfiltered Muffy?
Why do you
Yeah,
always call
so-
him J Bay as JB?
I don't know. I always say J Bay. I'm sorry, JB.
That's so funny, but he probably loves it. I will say this, to make thumbnails, it's not as hard as you think it is, Muffy, right? So you get on Canva and you can find little tutorials on YouTube on how to use Canva. You just put like a basic background picture. You can put yourself or whatever you want and put the title of whatever your show is going to be and whatever font that you want. And there's even now on Canva where you can make it, like after you make your initial design, right? You can run it through AI and it'll make it look even better for you.
Now, Miss, let me ask you a question. Nope. Now, hold up, Charlie. You remember I asked you this the other day. What are you, a Philadelphia woman, or you like? I forgot what you was.
I'm from Mississippi.
I know what you are, Charlie.
But now, my hubby's originally from New York.
No, I understand what you're saying. I was talking about what her name is on here right now. And how's Mississippi?
You talking about?
Oh, I'm talking to you. Here we go.
Oh, the hood table?
Yeah, hood table. I'm talking to you. You from
okay.
like New York or something, or Philadelphia?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm from Nebraska.
Okay. How long did you live there?
All my life.
Okay. All right, my fault. Well, there's not a big deal. But...
You know Terrence Crawford?
Yeah, I know him.
We raised in the same hood. We raised in the same hood.
He's a champion.
Yes, yes.
He's a champion of the world, actually.
Yes, yes. We raised in the same hood.
And we call him Bud Crawford.
Bud. We call him Bud. We call him Bud.
Yeah. All right. His name Terrence.
Y'all call him Terrence. We call him Bud.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yo,
Bud.
let me ask you something about Nebraska, because I met a girl. Now, I'm not, like, once again, I told you, I'm not going to say her name. I know a girl in Nebraska on YouTube. What's the thing about Nebraska that would make me, like, make somebody want to come there? Now, I know
you asked me that before, Rex.
Oh, I don't remember. I asked you.
You asked me that a long time ago.
So that wasn't even last time. It was a long time ago.
It was like maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago. And I'm gonna give you the same answer. I'm gonna give you the same answer. You just gotta come here. I'm not gonna promote our city or tell you all the good things, the bad things. Do your research or come here. I'll take you around the town. I'll take you around the town and show you something.
I'm gonna say this: if I go to Nebraska, I'm going straight to the hood table and going.
Oh, we gonna turn up. Like,
we gonna turn up. Where I need to stay? What's the best hotel? Where the good food? Where don't we need to go?
We gonna have a good time. I can definitely,
guarantee
that.
Y'all seem like a bunch of fun, and it's just, it's crazy. I'm sorry, because I probably did ask you that, because I've been there. It's like, all right, I got you. Because that's near Iowa, right? It don't matter. You don't got to answer. It's all right.
Oh, no. The hood table may have had a call or something. She normally does it.
Yeah, I was just saying, was that near?
I was on mute. I was talking.
Was that near Iowa?
You pulled a Charlie?
Yeah, we're near Iowa. We're near Missouri. We're near Kansas.
Yeah, I've been to Iowa before because I was in Chicago. All right, because I know I-55. I've been on that before, that E-way. So I know exactly where that goes.
I-80 comes right through here. I-80, if you ever been on
I got
I-80.
you. Yep, I got you. Yep.
Mm-hmm. What up, Big Rig?
What up, Rig? How you doing, Rig?
Big Rig in the building.
Rig said, how you think I sound like I'm from Philly?
Big Rig is from Cali.
The hood table don't sound East Coast either. You put me on Philly. You put me on East Coast.
Big Rig like, fuck Philly. Hey, Big Rig, I ain't fuck with you, nigga.
Hey, Big Red, that's Cali right there. West Side.
You so.
And
I love you, the
y'all
hood
got
table. That was so
her
cute.
table. I know I don't know where y'all at again. Y'all
You
niggas
don't forget
crazy.
where you at, Mr. Rex, tonight? Are you having
No,
a
I
good
know.
one?
I'm in Philadelphia. You know what they told the people? I was
What'd
about
they
to take a
say?
flight somewhere. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere right now. Cause I remember I've been it don't even matter. You know what? I ain't gonna even talk about it.
Well, all I have to
Wait,
say, as far as my community, my neck of the hood, it's a lot of famous people, a lot of rich people, a lot of successful people came out of my hood, from Gabrielle Union to Bud Crawford to Malcolm X to all kind of. It's so many people that came out of my hood. A lot of people don't even know they from here. So do your research, boo. Do your research, and if you ever come through this neck of the hood, hit me up.
now where you from again? Say it one more time. Ohio.
You know what? Bye.
Why you doing that?
Charlie,
One more time, just say it.
Nebraska.
Cause I know my aunt from Pickerton, and they live around nice houses and all that. So where y'all from again? One more time.
Big Riggs, you know what? Charlie, Rex,
Be nice.
She
I'm not saying
from
nothing
the
wrong.
Nebraska. I'm from the SIP.
Oh, Nebraska. I remember now. All right, the Cornhuskers. Y'all love college football. Do
yes,
you love college football?
Cornhuskers, yes, Cornhuskers,
Do you love the college
yes,
football?
yes,
Y'all ain't been
absolutely.
good since the Tommy Frazier.
There's
You remember the
Tommy
black
Frazier.
quarterback?
There's Tommy Frazier. But over the
Yeah.
last 5 to 6 years, they've been getting better, and I'm looking forward to this season. But yeah, Tommy Frazier was the shit.
No, I remember. Do
And
y'all
don't
got a
forget
defense?
Armand Green. Armand.
Yeah, he played for Green Bay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
Armand
that.
Green. He was one of our best
Yeah,
that
I'm an
came up out
old
of here.
nigga. I'm an old nigga. I know
Yeah,
all that shit.
yeah. See, we from like the same era, around the same time.
Yo, no, I got you though. I didn't forget you. All right, Nebraska. And where you, hold up, Charlie. You
The
said
SIP,
North Carolina,
Mississippi.
Mississippi. All right. That's where I the one with the big butts. Okay.
Okay, all
I
you got to
remember that.
remember is BB King and
No, I
Elvis
remember that.
Presley. That's what we famous for is BB King and
Now,
Oprah.
is
But
that true? Let me ask y'all a question about that. The Elvis Presley really still bury, what's his name? The black guy? I never saw him bury King's music, the black rock and roll singer.
that I do not know. I haven't
That's
did
what
that
I
much
heard.
research. But they've always stated that
Is his
Elvis
name Barry King?
pitched.
I'm not even sure.
He pinched off of the blues musicians that are from here, and I will say that if you actually look up most of the blues musicians of the when the very like when it really went crazy in Memphis, right? Most of those musicians actually come from the Mississippi Delta, like the famous women
What
blues
that mean? The
singers.
Mississippi Delta.
Delta.
That was a group.
No, that's the name. Like we have, okay, so Mississippi is broke up in, I'm in North Mississippi, and then you have the Mississippi Delta, and then you have the
So you
Mississippi
basically like
Coast.
Detroit though, like in terms of the most street blues, I guess something like that. Detroit.
Yeah, it's like a lot of blues musicians come from here. Muddy Waters, BB King, the list
BB
goes on.
King come
The
from
you
where?
do you remember he come from Mississippi? Do you remember the old story, the old wives' tale of the Devil's Deal with the blues musician who
I
made
don't.
the deal at the crossroads?
I don't. I don't want to make
That
it up to say
actually
I do.
happened. That happened in Mississippi.
So what did that mean?
He basically, they say he couldn't play really good before. He disappeared off the scene. They say he made a deal for his soul at the crossroads with the demon to be able to with the devil to play blues. And when he came back, he was one of the best musicians that ever heard. And then a year later, he passed away very young.
I could tell you something about
Wow.
the brother Mahakam. Now I ain't gonna even tell you something about the Quran, how that was written, but I
You
ain't
talking
gonna
about
get
Malcolm X?
involved. What you say? Say that
Did you
again?
say Malcolm X?
No, I didn't say Malcolm X.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, I was talking about something from the beginning of the time, how the Quran was written, but I didn't feel like getting involved with that because I'm on some other stuff. But that's interesting to know, Charlie.
Yeah,
So
it's literally in a lot of TV shows. There's a lot of lore about it. If you look up, it's called. If you look up, I guess you would say you Google Blues Legend Crossroads deal. It's been in a lot of TV shows. It's you know, like an old legend. Now, some people say he went off for that little bit of time to actually learn to be better at the blues, right? And that it's just a hoax. But you can actually go down to South Mississippi and go to the place where the Crossroads deal actually supposedly happened.
now let me Charlie. Do Under the Table got a picture? Cause everybody got a picture. Who was making these AI pictures? I want to see under the table. I'm
Oh,
like,
the
oh
hood
hey,
table?
I'm gonna
She's
pick
been
one of
live.
these.
She's been
No,
live
I'm
multiple
talking
times with
about
her
when
face.
they made all them AI videos of y'all. I'm just gonna play. But yo, what do you think about the finale? She ain't never tell me what she thought.
The hood table's asking about
Oh,
the
the
finale.
finale of
Yeah.
Raising Canaan.
Yeah,
Well, I was kind of disappointed in all the people
I
who
was.
were taken out of here. I was kind of like, with Lulu, it was like, okay, damn, okay. I knew one of them had to go. You know, one of the Thomases had to go. But when they did Marvin, I didn't really understand that.
Yeah, I was
Um,
mad.
yeah, I was really, really upset when they took out Marvin. With Rock, I always wonder from the season 1, episode 1.
Now I got
Season 1,
questions.
episode 1, who would take Rock out. I never thought it would be her niece, but that was a
I
shocker.
got questions. I thought it'd be her niece after. Once I saw that he killed Marvin, I was assuming because me and my friend was talking about how would Jukebox ever remember the OG Power? What was that?
Right.
20 years ago. How would Jukebox even deal with Kanan if he killed Marvin? It made sense. So okay, let's go with that story. This what I don't understand. Did you see the part at the end when they said, I'm Jamie, I'm Tommy? These boys are like, what, 10?
Yeah, but keep in mind, Kanan was only like 18 or 19.
Yeah, he was
So they
18, but
weren't that much.
remember,
They weren't that much younger than Kanan.
no, they way younger. Remember, Ghost is the same, like a year or two younger or older than Kanan. This is where you fuck
No,
the show up at. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Kanan banned 1975. They got screenshots when Ghost went to jail. Remember when he killed the CEO? Ghost was 1974. But let's say we go for that. He's not no 9 years younger than Kanan. I said these people don't even know their own story writing.
but see, I don't know exactly how old young Tommy and young Ghost is because they didn't
Ghost
say.
is
They look to be. I said when I was doing my review, I said they look to be between the age of like 9 and 12. And Kanan around
I
that
could show
time
you.
was about. Kanan still was young. Kanan wasn't even a legal age at that time.
No, Kanan. No, I saw it. This is Kanan was born 1975. At the end, they showed that show ended in 1993. They're gonna start the original Goat Power off at 2002. Ghost is no
But that
more
would
than
put
two
Kanan
years.
at 18. That would put Kanan at 18.
Hold on. But Hood Table, can we just admit they messed the show up? Just to be honest. They just
I'm
messed the
not
show up.
sure yet until I see the next spinoff, you know, the origins or the origins, because like I was saying, Kanan was no older than 18 or 19 when he ran into Tommy and Ghost. So technically, I
Yeah, I
think
agree.
that I think those two were no older than maybe 12,
So,
which puts them
so on
like
the last
6 years,
episode,
6 year
you know
gap.
they not 12. No, on the last episode, you
I'm
know
not sure.
we
I'm not
know they
sure.
not
I
12.
think between the age of 9 and 12. I think 9
You
and
got kids. No, I'm saying between the age of 7 and 10. You have sons. I
well,
have daughters.
7 to
We
10, 9
know
to
they're
10,
not no
7 to
12.
12. They in there
Stop it.
somewhere. They in there somewhere. 9 to 12, 7
Hood
to 10.
TV. That's why I love you. You know they not no 12. We can already say that. They not 12.
But being I don't know for sure, and TV can always confuse us. They can make people look
Yeah,
super
I agree.
young and they still be
I
older.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Stars is doing. I don't know what 50 Cent is
Yo,
doing. I
they
don't know
jumped
what
that. You
age
know
they
what they
really are.
messes up though? You know what they messes up? Hood TV is now. Remember, Kanan went to jail in the first Power. So how old was Kanan? And
Right.
like I said, I'm not gonna mess the show up for y'all because me and my friend, we go deep in this joint.
Yeah, some people might not have ever seen the original Power,
Yeah,
but most people have that been following this series,
he's supposed to be in jail for like 10 years. Like, so I ain't gonna mess the show up. All I'm saying
And
is,
Breeze.
yeah, Breeze. All of a sudden now, because remember, if it went off the original Power, he would have had the noodle for like a year and went to jail. He knew them much longer. They was his friends. They was his young bulls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all I was saying. I'll let you go. And
All right, well, I'm looking forward. You know, when the origins start, we're gonna be doing reviews. So I hope you're here for
yep.
it.
And yo, guess what they doing? 18 episodes. I said, hey,
Great.
this.
Man, 18 episodes
Yep, 18 episodes.
of
Now I don't know how long they gonna be.
origin.
Yep, 18 episodes.
Wow, they gonna take us way back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be here for it.
I'm a
Hopefully.
big man. I'm telling you, every week we're gonna be doing a review,
Uh,
and I hope you're here for it.
yep, but I got y'all and shout out to Hood Table and Corleo's and there was two other one of y'all's, but whatever.
Miss
I ain't
Melissa,
got no rep.
I
myself,
think it was
Charlie,
Oh,
yeah.
Charlie and it was
and
one more,
TC.
but
Was it
Oh,
TC?
TC.
yep, it
Yeah,
was
TC.
TC. Yeah, all four of y'all. So I didn't forget about y'all. It
All
just
right.
all right. I'm not saying nothing, but and did you see Living with the Blue Eyes? And now they gonna say
Oh, I talked
Rex.
about that yesterday. Was that yesterday, Charlie? I was like,
I'm gonna break, and what I'm
this
saying
nigga
is
got
Hood Table.
GPT giving him blue eyes.
And me and
I'm
somebody
not
today was
saying
talking
nothing.
about him, like it would have looked better if it was like hazel or green. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
that's not gonna work for Rex. Remember the disrespect he did to
I
me?
know, I know. You don't like
All right,
him. I
so I'm
know.
not gonna say nothing. All I'm saying is, did y'all see that nigga? And when I see him, you understand this? I don't. I ain't saying nothing, y'all. All I'm
We
saying
know.
is, Lemon. I want you to hear this, boy. I'm gonna break you. Watch.
Oh Lord. And on that note, Rex.
All right, I'm gonna leave though, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all. Y'all go have a conversation. Charlie, happy birthday, I guess, to you. I missed it.
Thank you,
I
sir.
didn't miss it. But I know Lolo wants some bullshit, but I ain't saying nothing. All right, y'all. I'm gonna drop
All
off
right,
and
Rex. You have a good night.
y'all my girls though. I'll
All
see y'all
right.
later. All
Okay.
right.
Have a good one, Mr. Rick.
I don't know if he's gonna be a problem with the sound, so I kicked him off.
Well, I know I'm just gonna go lay down. I know you probably getting tired
Yeah,
too.
you know I'm about to get. It's almost 10 o'clock. Shit.
You know, we don't be staying up late. But I want to
Unless it's
thank
the
you.
weekend. But look at what J Bay said. J Bay said when younger version of James, aka Ghost, or Jamie, and Tommy briefly appeared as kids in the series, they are around 11. That's what I was saying, like 9 to 12. But Rex was like, nah, they like 7 to 10. They was. I think they were like 9 to 12. I definitely do. And they said Google, so it was on Google. Okay, so I was closer than Rex. But anyway, Charlie, thank you, baby. I hope you had well, it sounds like you had a wonderful birthday. I hope you got everything you deserved, everything you wanted on your birthday.
I got a lot of cute pictures to people in the Jay Dunn made me one that had me and Zulu in it, and he wished me a happy birthday. And then
good night, baby.
Unapologetically, Mika made me this beautiful lady. It was myself and with wings, like butterfly wings. It was so beautiful. And then Georgia Peach made me a cute one. I saved them all, Chad. And they're all gorgeous. And shout out to the whole sector for shouting me out and telling me happy birthday. And the Hood Table, you know, you're my sister from another mister, and I love you, girl. And thank you for having me. And if y'all like this content, please make sure you hit that like button and the cash app's on the bottom of the screen. The Hood Table 402. Help a sister out. Throw a little coffee
and
money.
Don't forget to subscribe to the links that's in the chat. I got my son's link, Wavy Cam, and I got my backup channel, The Hood Table 402. I am about to start doing content with my sons. Y'all is not going to want to miss this. So y'all need to subscribe to my son's channel.
They're gonna be amazing. Okay. Love you, sis.
All right, love you too, boo. Have a good night. Bye. All right, you guys. So good night. Sleep tight. It's time to go. Make sure you like and share the video. Thank you for everybody who tuned in for our night of trending topics. Okay. And if you have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. And again, I posted several links. One of them is to my backup channel. And then the other one is to my son's channel, Wavy Cam, because again, we are going to start doing content, me and both of my sons, on his channel and on my channel. So please make sure you subscribe to him. Also subscribe to my backup channel, The Hood Table 402. Please and thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And again, if there's any content creators out there who have got word that starting February 27, you are no longer going to need only 4,000 hours of watch hours to get monetized. It is going to double to 8,000 hours in February of 2027. So what some people are doing in our sector and probably other sectors as well, we're trying to help assist people to get their watch hours, the 4,000, so that they won't have to get the double in February 2027, because it's really hard to get 4,000 subscribers as a new content creator. 4,000 watch hours as a new content creator. So if you are really thinking about being a true content creator, making content, a YouTuber, and you want to reach your 4,000 watch hours before it jumps to 8,000 in February of next year, holla at me. I will join you on panels. We can put out content. You can come over here. We can promote. We can do shows over here. We can promote, do shows on your channel. You know what I'm saying? We can do like we did back in the day. Back in the day, it was teamwork makes the dream work. Everybody supported and promoted everybody to make sure everybody got their watch hours and everybody got their subscribers. So if that's something that you're really into, serious people who are trying to become YouTubers and get their channels monetized, I'm talking to you. Okay? And one of them is my son, Wavy Cam. When he heard that he needs 8,000 hours if he don't get his shit by February, he said, Mama, we need to start working on our channel. When we going to go live? When we going to start doing content? Da, da, da. And I'm like, all right, son, I'm about to start promoting your channel. And by next week, he said, Mama, let me get a haircut first, at least this weekend. And then the other one, child, he don't care about his little hair. He'll just jump on here. What up? Cam, he gotta have me all fresh to death. What up, D-Ham Show? How you doing? But yeah, so if y'all serious about being content creators, serious about getting y'all 4,000 watch hours before it doubles in next February, holla at some of the people in the sector, especially the OGs. because there are some people in this sector who will really help you or try to assist you. If you're serious, try to get you to those 4,000 watch hours before it doubles in February. Okay. And on that note, like, share, and subscribe. You can donate at $sign the Hood Table 402 if you want to donate to the platform or the content. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye.